Hi, welcome to my video. I'm Gamer Tower. Please subscribe and please consider supporting my Patreon page, Anime Tower Tunes, starting at just $1 a month. You get my weekly work schedule posted every Friday, my animated sneak peeks at new animated videos, and so much more. Currently, I'm taking a break reading One Piece. I'm just gonna start with that. Um, just today. I might read some One Piece tomorrow. I'm not tomorrow's video when I do tomorrow's. So it'll be when I'm doing this video today. When I'm releasing, because I'm recording this on Monday. So Tuesday I might do. So then Wednesday's video will probably have One Piece reading. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how far I get through stuff. Because I just have a lot of stuff to do today. Reggie. So today I'm gonna read Archie and Me Jumbo Comics Digest issue 21. I'm gonna be finishing off part 2 of Superman and Success the Heartbeat Away. And I'm gonna be reading issue 3 of part 2 of Nancy Drew. Nancy Drew, The Palace of Wisdom. Alright. Reggie in Fall Guy. Well, Reggie, how does it feel to be in the studio audience for a taping of your favorite comedy show, Saturday Night Snickers, with Culkin Bean? That's pretty. O'Brien. I think that's supposed to be O'Brien. Good, but somebody I'm going to be down there on someday. I'm gonna be down there on center stage. Hi everyone. This taping will begin shortly, so get ready to laugh. Before Culkin, it's Colin O'Brien, comes out, I want to select a member of the audience to help us with a gag introduction. Let me see. We need someone who can act wacky and ham it up. Me. Pick me. I'll do it. Right there. Me. And how about look at me? How wacky I am. You will do it. Yes. What's your name, young fellow? Just call me Madman Regimento. Okay, Madman. Take this mic when I point at you. Jump up and shout. Here's your our stupid host, Culkin O'Bean. Right. Let's make TV history, people. Roll tapes. Here's our host. What? Wow! Don't. Culkin O'Bean. Hey, folks. Howdy do. Clap. Well, that's the biggest laugh we ever got to start the show. After the show ends, how's your 5 minutes of fame, Reg? Painful. Hey, just a minute, guys. Culkin wants you to know if you can come back next week and repeat your intro. Can I? Sure, we'll be there. The next following Saturday. Now there's the stupid car star of the show. Bum Thurish. Coconut Bean. Thanks, Madman. You're quickly becoming my favorite Fall Guy. Yuck. Later, you were terrific, Madman. How do you like to be my regular intro guy? Oh, you mean tumble down the stars every week? Sure, this could be your big break in showbiz. Hey, just think of all the stars you'll see on the show. What do you say? What do you think, Arch? I think your big break could result in a broken leg or worse. So I'm going to pass on the Fall Guy offer for now. How can you turn your back on seeing all those big stars? It's easy. I've already seen plenty of stars on this show. Yeah, it starts in his head. Jughead in, maxed out. Oh, I've read this. I've read this comic book before. This comic book started maxed out. I read it in an old Archie. Jughead comic book from this how this story's from I think the early 2000s. Wow, Big Max. Big who? When I was a kid, my Big Max Earth Mover was my favorite toy. I used to sleep with it, eat with it, bathe with it. I played with it till it fell apart. And there it is, just like the one I had. I'll take it. No, you won't. Well, you were. Remember, I just bought it. Oh no. Is it any wonder why females drive me crazy? He's excitable. I see. Hard to believe I'm related to the person that real Big Max was named after. Bully for you. There's a real Big Max. The Big Max is the Titanic of the Earth Movers. It dwarfs all others. Boom length 310 feet. Bucket capability 219 cubic yards. Weight. Okay. So you're an expert. This is a side of you I've never seen. Oh, I'm a big Max fan. When I was a kid, I even have Dilton design an authentic video game simulator. I'd play it endlessly. Now that's funny. I'm leaving for coal country this week to meet with my business partner. His troubled company operates Big Macs. You're gonna see the real Big Macs. I want to go. I want to go. I want to go. Looks like Jughead's coming along. So there she blows, Jughead, the largest chunk of heavy machinery on the block. Man, oh man! I'm telling you, Mr. Mayor. Make Big Macs big changes now if you want to survive. Sigh, I hear you, Benton. Greetings, Mayor. What? Oh wait, Meyer. Lodge, good to see you. See a smiling face. Yeah, who was that gloomy Gus? Benton takes care of the books. Let's go to the house and we'll fill you in. This here's the missus, and that's my cousin Corky. He's our top engineer. Hi, Grunt. And oh yes, my niece Barbara just came to visit. You. I told you I was related to the Big Max namesake. There's my toy. I bought it from my uncle for a memento. I'll need one after Big Max is dismantled. What? Yeah, take that demonic digger apart before someone gets hurt. Come again. There have been some minor mishaps with Max lately. It's nothing serious so far, but I can't seem to figure it out. The creeping machine's haunted, I tell you. Yes. Well, the Max problem is big Max can't meet production demands. We're losing money in hand over fist. That monster underproduce. Hard to believe, but you can't argue with the bottom line. It's time to shift to more modern methods. But Big Max, we can't afford sentiment, Jughead. The whole company is at stake. We'll talk to tomorrow night. My spidey sense says something is wrong here. The odd cousin? And I don't trust that Barbara as far as I can toss her. I did notice her poking around well. Good night, Jug. Later. How can I sleep with Big Max facing the wrecking ball? Somebody's in the office. Might have guessed. What are you doing here? My space sense. I'm checking on a hunch. Brrr. What's that noise? If I didn't know better, I'd almost guess it was Big Max. Smash. Jughead, it's coming. It's headed right for us. Brrr. Continued. Jughead in. Maxed out. Part 2. Brrr. Crunch. It's Max. Somehow it started up. Come on. How could it happen? The office has been flattened like a coat of paint, and Max is headed for the hills. I told you that thing was haunted. Oh my gosh, it's Barbara. Are you okay? What happened? Dragon pushed me down. He knew we'd fit between the tracks. Dragon, where is he? He was right. Gulp. Oh no, that wasn't supposed to happen. First things first. How do you stop that behemoth? How did it start? Maybe it's haunted. Ring ring. Now where he's running off to? Yes, who is it? Nice of you to put a direct line in this thing. Junket, where are you? And Max, I know every inch of this thing. I know where to climb. Now if Delton Gimbal has accurate, maybe I can. It stopped. Junket did it. We better get out of here. The stupid kid had to get himself killed. Killed? Oh no. Corky and Benton in cahoots. Should have followed. Shouldn't have followed Barbara. Bring her with us. This is more money now. This is about more money now. We've got to get away, and she's our insurance. Check it. Calm down. Someone's programmed Max for those accidents, and I think that someone's fleeing the coop. Where is Barbara? I hope she's got not in that ATV. We can't fall up those hills. We'll make it. Brr. I don't think so. We're being followed. By whom? Brr. You don't want to know. Scoop. So those two have been siphoning off profits. No wonder we were going under. They made Max look unreliable with the smaller mishaps to prep you for the big accident. Destroying the office would wipe out evidence of the wrongdoing. But I grabbed those doctor's records first. So we're not in the red after all. Big Max earns his keep. You won't have to shut her down. How do you operate a digger with such finesse? Oh, I know all there is to know about Big Max. And now I've even met the guy it's named after. Oh, Max wasn't named after me. Well, you said you're a relative. Sure, this is my aunt, Maxine. Maxine? Big Max was named after you? You better believe it. You mean to tell me Big Max is a girl? And you thought you knew everything about her. That was good. Now let's read Superman. Superman Part 2. Success is heartbeat away. At dawn, a strange mechanical creature strides towards Metropolis. Eek! What is that thing? I don't know, but it's coming this way. Scoot. Before it steps on you. And in Metropolis Harbor. Am I awake yet, or is that just a nightmare? And approaching the city from another direction. Mommy, is the monster coming out chasing us? I don't know, Harold, but run. Each giant automation treks into the Metropolis to converge at the heart of the city, Metropolis Park. Minutes later, a dynamic figure in red and blue arrives on the scene. It's Superman. He'll know how to handle these junk pile giants. I just touched it and the lead foil skin burst. Oh, there's kryptonite underneath. Its radioactive are deadly to me. Guess I'm too weak to move. Great Scott, those mechanical monsters have boxed in Superman. He'll die unless someone rescues him, but no one has the courage. Teleportation coordinates. Now onto Superman, boss. Check. I'll begin pouring on the juice. Stand on the arrival of the body. And as the menacing mastermind's transportation beam does its job. Ha! This is look at him. He's all green, pressing on dead Superman. That's caused my kryptonite blood poisoning. Idiot. A sure sign that he's finished, but I'll check to make it official. This device would pick up the faintest trace of a heartbeat, but there is none. That cinches it. I've killed Superman. Now we can open the time lock on his vault. Hooray! Wooster, you're the swingiest. Swingiest. Now transfer his body back to the park so everyone can see what I've done. Meantime, I'll find out what's in the vault. Instance later, ooh, there he is. Luther sent the body back as we figured he would. Supergirl, let's get moving. The antidote will counteract the death simulating drug in a few seconds. Oh, I hope so, Supergirl. I'm a big fan of Supergirl comic books. Let's see, I made it back to the land of the living. Everything going as planned. Roger, our job's done. The rest is up to Luther. Oof, it's no use, boss. The walk won't budge. Must how that Superman is now that Superman is dead and his heart has stopped beating. That busted thing's busted is supposed to open. Keep trying, it won't be beaten. For the next 24 hours, Luther subjects the impenetrable vault to one grueling ordeal after another until this ought to do the trick. First, we roast the vault at 350,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Then we freeze it at absolute zero until it's the coolest thing on Earth. And finally, we shake it with intense vibrations, violent enough to knock over a skyscraper. And at last, the many hours of tedious work pay off. Success, I've done it. The prize is in the vault is mine. What prize is what is the prize? Take a look. Thanks for freezing me, Luther. I knew you wouldn't let your old super buddy down. Superman, but I killed you outside the vault. How? Surprised a light tap will be enough to keep your henchmen out of quiet for a while. Not for you, Lex. It's about time you showed up. Another Superman, but I thought, oh. Look, Luther's passed out. No wonder, we've given him a rough time. Okay, Superman, split it, spit it, spill it. How can you break out of the vault yourself? Why did you contact us via Super Ricon have staged such an elaborate hoax? Well, it was this. Last week I came across the vault floating in space. A foreign object orbiting the Earth. I'll move it in for a closer look. So I was pulled inside by some unknown force. Oh, I didn't plan to take such a close look so quickly. You are my prisoner now, Superman. Who's prisoner? Who's prisoner? Identify yourself, master. Oh wait, mister. I'm Drew, the sorcerer. You and your legion of superheroes defeated when you were Superboy. I imprisoned you in here forever, as you once imprisoned me. I've cast a hypnotic command which forbids you to break out. Only super strength can buckle these walls. And if Supergirl comes near to the vault, my magic will draw her in too. Goodbye, Superman. I'll check up on you in a couple of centuries. Ha ha! I figured Luther was my one chance of getting out. I knew only his scientific know-how could crack that vault, but I had to give him a reason opening the vault. So that's why you had Supergirl contact me in the 30th century so I could pretend to be you. And Clark Kent, too. Right, Brainiac 5. Thanks to your Legion fight ring and some great acting, we had everyone thinking you were me. My green skin came in handy, too, for the kryptonite poisoning bit. By the way, some our Legion buddies, Sunman, White Witch, and Element Man bounded up more Drew after they got the vault to Earth. If that's Luther hated you before the Superman. Now that you've tricked him into rescuing you, he won't rest until you're dead for real this time. If that's so, I intend to see he has plenty of restless nights in store. Days later, in the prison cell, I'll get out, and when I do, I'll have Superman on his knees begging me for mercy. I swear I will. That was really good. That's a really good story ending. Alright, now we're going to end it with reading Nancy Drew, Part 2. Bay Point, 7 years ago. Our greatest adventure yet, or it could be, if these guys would stop complaining. Come on, guys, the entrance is just up ahead. Joe, did you pack this second canteen? Frank Hardy, one half of the Hardy Boys. I mean, I packed a canteen. You can call it second canteen if you want. Just great. Pack your own second canteen, dude. Joe Hardy, the other half of the Hardy Boys. What the? How is a canteen? Are you guys talking about water bottles? Stop being dorks. Nancy, tell me again why this hike was totally necessary this early in the morning. George, Fane, skeptic. Boss Martin, adorable. Because there's a legend about a pirate ship on the run in the early 1900s that supposedly stashed treasure in the caves along the Atlantic seaboard. And after extensive cross-referencing, including 2 weeks in the library going through the archive files of the basement that date back to the founding of Bay Point, I'm pretty sure that's that one. Okay, then. We're looking for buried treasure. How else do I think I got Bess to come? I promised her diamonds. Though I'm more interested in the old pirate bones myself. Gross. I still don't understand why we have to do it so early. Well, that has to do with the tides, George. Well, I don't love that. Nancy, are you sure about this? It's perfectly safe, Bess. Hardy's set your watches for 5 hours should give us more than enough time to get out before the tide comes in. Done. They'll be thanking me once are famous, though. I seriously doubt we'll find diamonds. I have to find a way to break the news to Bess on that one. 5 hours, seriously, Nancy. Some of us got things to do. What things? Things, Joe. Things. Calm down. Everyone, calm down. This is going to be amazing, and we'll be fine. Ring, ring. Nancy, is that your dumb phone? Can't believe it works out here. It is sort of impressive. Flip. Hey, Dad. Can I call you? Can I call you after we're right in the middle of? No, I have to go. This can't be happening. It's not real. Can't be. Mom, Nancy, she's gone, honey. I'm so sorry. But I wanted what? What happened? It was just an accident, baby. That can't be it. There's no mystery. There's no mystery solved. There's just nothing. Now, groan. Hey, can you hear me? There you go. That's it. Try to keep your eyes open. Can you see how many fingers am I holding up? Three. Uh, is that a guess, or can you actually see them? I can see. I can see. I don't know who you are. Sorry, I'm Pete. Handsome stranger. Where are my friends? Well, assuming they're the ones I found passed out up there. Found they're then up there passed out. What? That's bad. But one problem at a time, Nancy. And how did you come to be here? You live down here like some kind of creepy troll cave person that waits to fall so you can relieve them like some kind of sad old fairy tale nonsense. Very a very very handsome creepy troll person. Is that a thing? No, I mean, is that even a thing? Do I really look like a creepy troll cave person? Absolutely not. Are my friends okay? They seemed okay, just passed out. But to be honest, when I saw the cut rope, and you down here on a second on the ground, I prioritized you. Oh God, if they're all passed out, how do you get back up? Well, if you're strong enough, we to climb on, I can climb us out. You can, yes. That seems like a skill that a creepy troll cave person who lives down here would have. Fine. Don't look down. Not a problem. Oof. Gah. You alright? You climbed it. You climbed it. Yeah, but I don't have a concussion. Fair. Bess Martin. The last person ever that deserves to be unconscious. Joe Hardy, not the last person that deserves to be unconscious, but close. Check on the others. Will you Frank and George are their names? Sure. Groan. Hey, Frank and George, are you? Can you hear me? George, fine. Super grouchy about being unconscious. Ugh. Groaned. Frank Hardy never expected to be unconscious. 10 minutes later, what in the hell happened? There was a flash, and that's nothing, right? All I remember is my face smushing into Joe's shoulder. It wasn't a same. I mean, Beth's face smushed into my shoulder. Who is this guy? It wasn't a gas leak. Who is this guy? It's possible it was a gas leak. Isn't it always some crap about gas leak in the movies? It wasn't a gas leak. That's Pete. And Pete didn't see anything, and you couldn't just ask Pete. Okay, did you see Pete? Nothing. I was driving by, and when I saw you passed out, I was about to try to wake you when I saw Nancy in the hole. I went down to get her. You pulled her out. He did. The rope was cut, and we're 100% sure he didn't cut it. Frank, don't be rude. I'm quite sure he didn't cut it because someone else was definitely here. I've got a second set of tire tracks that do not match Pete's car. That is your car, Pete. Yes. And there's also these shoes which don't match any of ours men's high end press shoes of the some kind by the looks of it, which is a little weird for out here. Oh my God, I totally forgot that this is what it's like with her all the time. Hard, same. Nance, something something bad just happened here. We could have been really hurt. You especially. I think it's time to let us know what the hell we're all doing out here. You said there was a letter. What brought us here? What did it say? Can we see it? No, not yet. 12 hours later. Bzz, bzz. Can I buy you breakfast? I was gonna play it hard to but screw it. Yes, I'll come in. I'll come get you in 10. Tap 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 tap. More like 40, dude. 38. Fine. Later. Sold. Oh my God, Nancy, this is the best thing. Nancy. 17 minutes later. Did you call her again, Bess? Oh my God, yes, George. I called her 1,000 times. You think? Well, not call her. Come on. But I mean, she said her phone was dead last night, and she couldn't find her charger in her luggage. So maybe it's just off. It goes right to voicemail. Yeah, this is dumb. We could have taken 2 cars, then we could cover double the ground, or at least search twice as fast. No way, Nancy is messing. Is no way, Nancy is missing. We're not separating until we know what's going on. I have to agree with Joe. We got pissed at her last night for not sharing information, but we never should have separated. Someone knocked us out and cut her rope. She could have easily killed. She could have easily been killed. Until we know what we're dealing with, we stay together. Bunk. Unless of course, Joe kills us first with his driving. Joe, slow down, god damn it. Sorry. But she seemed fine when we went to bed. Regular Nancy. I mean, she knew we were annoyed, but we always used to get annoyed with each other. There's nothing new about that. God, I feel awful. I should have paid more attention. Don't blame yourself, Bess. This is not your fault. This is Nancy's fault. She always wants to be the boss. She always wants to have her secrets. George, don't say that. What? It's true. I love her like a sister, but she can be absolute worst sometimes. George, come on. For all we know, someone has taken her. You don't really think no, this is just Nancy being Nancy, is it? Last night, someone dropped her 150 feet into a cave. You think it's beyond the realm of possibility they came back to finish the jump? Oh God. We just never should have separated. It was dumb. We were mad, so what? It still was dumb. What about that guy Pete? I mean, who trusts that guy that just convincingly shows up to some the same day like some kind of Superman? Oh God. Baypoint Public Library. Hey Pete. Hey Nancy. I was getting a coffee across the street and saw you come in. Took a chance and got you a latte. Any interest? What, am I crazy? No, girl in her right mind turns down a free latte. You mind if I sit? Not at all. So, you're going to find someone who tried to kill you in the cave at the library. You'd be amazed at what you can find at the library, Pete. Wait, I'm sorry how many pages are left of this. 2, 4, 5, 6. About 7 pages left. Alright. Scree. Dead Man's Cliff. Nancy, are you there? Are you here? Nancy. She's not here. Who else knows how to check tire tracks? Not me. Not well enough that we could feel confident about anything. Besides, she doesn't even have a car. You know what? We're idiots. We didn't check the library. Oh my God, the library, of course. Miss Simpson. Baypoint Public Library again. Bess, lower your voice. I'm sorry, Miss Simpson, but is Nancy Drew here? Do you remember her? Of course I remember Nancy. A librarian doesn't forget a young woman like that. That's all those times she used to make me pull out those dusty old archives. How could I forget that? Yeah, yeah, that's great. But is she here? I don't like your tone, young miss. Lady, I do. Mm, I'm sorry, Miss Simpson, but we're in a terrible rush. Is Nancy here? I'm afraid not, dear. She left about an hour ago. Do you have any chance to know where she's going? Well, I try not to be nosy, but I did hear the young man she was with mention that he could drive her back to Dead Man's Cliff if she liked. Oh dear, you all look terrible pal. Did I say something wrong? Dead Man's Cliff again. I've only got one flashlight, although I guess we could use our phones. Mine's still dead. No need. Well, you're like Girl Scout level prepared. You have no idea. You're sure there's another way in? Absolutely. There was a collapse a few years back that blocked it all off, but you can get there from the bottom. This takes about a bit of time to go around. So you just have to walk out yesterday. We have we could have just walked out yesterday. Well, not easily from where we fell. You think this looks doable? Yeah, I can handle it probably. You first though. Oof, this is you okay? Should we go back? No, no, I'm good. Just wore boots for the library, not human off-roading. So can I ask what we're looking for down here? You can you can ask. Okay. Oh, I thought I just did. What are we looking for down here? Clues. Very funny, isn't it? Okay. So what? So what? So I mean, sorry. So clues to what? Clues to an old unsolved murder. A woman named Marina Vega died down here about 7 years ago. Ah. You okay? Yeah. Take it, keep it together, Nancy. Too cute can be deadly. Pete, you can relax. I know you sent the letter. How? Well, I wasn't 100% for sure until now. You just confirmed it. But for starters, you called me by my name yesterday before anyone else ever said it. Oh, I guess I'm really bad at this. You are, but since the letter was incredibly cruel, I'm sort of glad you're bad at it. Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. I never should have sent it. I just needed your help, and I was afraid you wouldn't come unless I gave you a mystery to solve. Do we know each other? You don't know me, to know, I bet. I mean, everyone knew of you. You were Nancy Drew, famous girl detective, larger than life. Oh well, that's just. I hate you. Oh, working at my best, my mom was black, my dad's Mexican, and it was like we didn't even exist. And we were nobody. You were famous, and my dad was famous, and your mom was famous and rich and beloved and white. But she was found about 2 days after your mother died, and so nobody cared. My mom was Marina Vega, and she did die down here. I had a lot of anger for a long time. I mean, it was completely misplaced. It made me hate you. But every day since I sent that letter, I've hated myself. You were just a kid too, a kid who lost a mom. It's not your fault. This town is stupid and racist and full of worthless cops that were more than happy to bury my mom's death. Worse to rule it a suicide. She never would have killed herself. Never, no way. Pete, I'm so sorry. No, I'm sorry. You guys almost got yourself really hurt. I knew you'd figure out the clue I left in the letter, and so I came up here every day, hoping that if I could if I found you, I could confess. But then everything went so wrong. I didn't know how to go do it. I was afraid you'd blame me since I already did too. Okay, I'm gonna help you get to the bottom of this. I promise. Nancy, what is it? Oh, Pete, we've got a problem. We just found another body. Things just got way more complicated. Wow, that is so good. And I think honestly, if I did read One Piece, I think it'll be the video. I'm thinking I'm gonna start reading One Piece after I finish reading Nancy Drew. Just just because it takes me like 40 minutes just to read all this. It's like a lot of hard work, and I got a lot of stuff to do. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to subscribe, support me on my Patreon page, and Cartoons. Let's get this channel up to 100,000 subscribers, and eventually 1 million, and then 5 million, and maybe I'm believing for this. If we can get 500 million subscribers, I don't know, it's a crazy number, but you know what? That would be really cool. I hope you like this video. Bye.